You know, the thing about Jane Austen books is the characters start out with a rich and easy life, continue with a rich and easy life, and end with a rich and easy life, and yet they're complaining the whole time anyway. So, as I'm sure she would say if she was alive today, those bitches be tripping. Yeah, as much as they are classic and wonderful stories, I always have this slight problem with Jane Austen. Just a little thing that annoys me a bit. That we're being made to care so much about these people and basically just their romantic problems most of the time, while their servants stand around in the background and are ignored. Many of you will already know the story of Emma, even if you haven't watched the film. After all, this is about the 4th adaptation, and that's even if you don't include Clueless. That's right. Clueless, the Alicia Silverstone film. Yeah, I always forget. That's actually just a kind of modern retelling of Emma. The problem with any version of this story, though, for me, is that I don't like Emma. She's rude, she's horrible to a lot of nice people, and is clueless to the reality of people and their feelings a lot of the time. She has one bad thing done to her, really, throughout the course of the film. And yet she does more than that to other people, and even then doesn't really make up for it for some of the bad things she does. So, alright. But, I mean, taking away my personal problems with the story in general, it's very well made. This Austen book, to be fair, more than the others, talks about the dividing classes and things like that, as much as it talks about how women were dependent upon favourable matching for social status around that time. I do feel like this adaptation portrays both of those problems to perfection. Emma's absolute disgust with the way Harriet gets on with the other common girls that she lives with. That's brilliant. Anyway, here is my 1-minute review for Emma 2020. So I feel like Anya Taylor Joy is great. In fact, I love the whole cast. Bill Nighy is obviously the most hilarious character because he always is. But as a big fan of Sex Education, it was also really thrilling to see Connor Swindells and Tanya Reynolds both appearing. And Tanya especially had the opportunity to be just wonderfully hilarious as somebody rather terrible. I think Autumn de Wilde, the first female director of an adaptation of this, really didn't shy away from the problems with the character. Like, Emma is very flawed in many ways, and Autumn just kind of drove into that. She steered into the skid almost. I think Paltrow played a kind of toned down version of what Taylor Joy's version of the character is, you know. It like magnifies the problems with her character a bit in this one. It's pretty funny a lot of the time, and it has important messages. I think this is one of those stories like Little Women that it's never really out of style. I'm giving this 70 out of 100 because, as I said, it's not necessarily my kind of story that I'd really be excited about, but it is good regardless. Can't believe that I never knew Clueless was a modern retelling of a Jane Austen book before. I also can't believe that there are only 6 Jane Austen books. I did not know that.